Hi, brothers and sisters. So I guess we have to show you my virtual talent show. And that's the assignment for the week. I don't really have a talent, so it's kind of funny that I'm doing a video without really having a talent. But uh, you know, a lot more easier than trying to write something out, I guess. Uh, uh, anyways, um, I'm pretty good at hunting and fishing. Um, Not really a talent that I have. It's kind of just the way of life up here where I live. Um, I am North American native. I'm actually from the Chippewa tribe of Cold Lake First Nations, which is in northern Alberta here. We're kind of the fishermen and the fur traders way back in the day. And there was Western settlers and yeah, so that's what's a little history about myself. Uh, I was kind of digging around trying to find out exactly um, what my talent is, and uh, one of my daughters mentioned that I should maybe do the story that I did at their school last year, and they at the elementary school here in Raymond, they did a Native Awareness Day celebration, and they asked me to come by and become the do the storytelling of some stories of North American Native tribes stories. So there's one story that I'm going to tell you. It's a story that I was told to me by my grandfather, and how it goes down from his grandfather told him, and uh, you know kind of like how usually stories go. So you guys will probably know the story. Uh, if not, hopefully you like it. Uh, if you know the story, probably know another version of it. There's more than one versions of the story that goes around. It's actually the story of the American bald eagle, and the reason why he is called the bald eagle. Uh, so I guess I'll just get right into it. Hope this is okay. I don't mind telling stories. I don't mind you know passing on some good things from stories. I've always growing up in the native culture, I've heard many stories. Some great, some not so great, some bad stuff that's happened in the past, especially to the North American people. Uh, I I'm proud to be North American, a native. Proud that that my culture was went through what happened, and everything from residential schools, and you know it it defined who we are at now as natives. So either way, to get back to talent, it's kind of off sidetrack there. So anyways, we'll get into it. So yeah. So anyways, the story of the bald native. So here we go. So there was a young gentleman. He was just a young warrior, basically coming up into the tribe, where he's kind of taking that turning point to becoming a man inside the tribe, and he wanted to show his people that that he's a man, that he can do what a man can, that can hunt, that can support, that can bring back food for everyone to eat. And so he went up to his the chief, and he goes, Chief, I feel like I want to learn what the world has, and go out there and kind of make my own path, but but come back as a man, and a man that has experience in life, that I can one day hopefully help my people you know be better, and 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 make our tribe stronger. And so chief thought about it, and he was like, okay, that's fair enough. Go on, go go out, become a man. Don't come back until you're prepared. And he's like, okay. So he goes out, and there's a big forest there, and he goes out in this big forest, and he's been probably walking in for about probably 6 days, and he was starting to get pretty hungry. He's starting to get pretty thirsty, and he walked past this river, this little creek. It was probably a little bit of a river. It's more of a creek bed than anything. So he goes down there, starts having water, and he's like, oh, I see that there's fish here, and I'm starting to get really hungry. So he goes, all right, well, I'm gonna go and make a spear, and I'm gonna get me some of those fish because I'm so hungry. So, anyways, he makes a spear, and he goes out and he kills a couple of fish, and and he's like, oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna go cook these fish. I'm gonna stop me from being hungry, and so he makes this fire, and he puts the fish on, and anyways, and the fish is starting to cook, and it's starting to smell really good. And you can really start to smell that cooked fish, and the native man's like, oh, I'm so starving. It's gonna be so good. And anyways, the native man native boy, I should say, was waiting there, and he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna have something to eat. This oh, this is so good. So, anyways, the native boy goes down and reaches for this fish, and all out of blue, this brown eagle picks up his fish and goes to the tallest tree that's in that forest. And he's looking down at the native boy. He's like, ha ha ha! I got your fish. Look, I got your fish. You're not gonna have any. And the native boy is like, like who steals a man's fish? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand this. And he's like, well, it's late. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna try it again. That's fine. I'm not gonna let this bother me. It happened. Good luck. You got your fish. That's great. So he goes to sleep, and he wakes up the next morning. And he's like, all right, well, I'm hungry. So he grabs that spear that he made the other day, and sees that there was some more fish in the creek, and he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go for these fish. And he goes in, he grabs those 2 fishes, and he's like, oh, that's gonna be so good. So anyways, he starts cooking these fish, and it's in the afternoon part, and he's waiting. He's like, oh, so hungry. Anyways, that fish starts cooking, and that smell. He's just, oh man, I can't get enough of this. Oh, I can't wait to eat it. And so he's like, oh, this is gonna be so good. And just right before that fish is completely cooked, all he hears is ah. Looks up, and oh, there's that eagle. He's like, oh no, don't grab my fish. And he's kind of he's over top the fire. He's like, oh, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. Anyways, that fish is cooked, and he knows it's cooked because his mouth is watering. And so he's like, all right, I'm gonna go grab that fish. He goes down to go grab that fish. Nope. All of a sudden, that eagle comes down off that tree, picks up the fish, and then he goes straight back up there. And this time, this native boy was mad. He's like, why would you steal this food? That food is mine. I went out. I created a spear. I went out and fished. I got these fish. I prepared them. I put them on the fire. I cooked them for myself. You stole from me. You're taking my lifeline here. This is my food. Why would you take my food? And the eagle just said nothing. Just sat there on the tree, just eating this fish right in front of him. And his man's like, oh, you know what? Whatever. Just whatever. I'll try it again. So again, he puts out the fire, and he goes back to the creek, and he sees that there was some more fish. He's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get these fish. So he grabs his spear, and he goes in there, grabs the fish, comes back out. And this native boy is like, you know what? I'm so tired of this eagle stealing my food, stealing what I created for myself. Like, why? He was contemplating on, like, there's so many bad things, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get back at this eagle. I'm gonna show him, that he shouldn't be messing with my food. I'm gonna get him. So, anyways, he makes this bigger fire, and he had the little fires for the first couple times, but he made this much bigger fire. Anyways, he made this much bigger spit where he can put the fish on. And anyways, he's looking up, and he's looking all around. He's doesn't see this eagle anywhere. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He's been here for the last couple of days, and where did he go? And but anyways, this fish was almost cooked, and he's that smell of that cooked fish is, it was so divine to that native boy's nose, and it was just like, he's like, oh, like his mouth was just watering, And he goes, "Oh man, this is gonna be great. There's no eagle in sight. Right on. It's gonna be awesome. I get to have some food." And nope. He looks up, and sure enough, there's this eagle. And this native boy's like, "I'm gonna get him this time. I'm gonna get him." And so, anyways, native man, he's cooking on this bigger spit, and he's looking up, and then he notices that the food is getting a lot more, getting more cooked, and he sees that this eagle is starting to fly down. He goes starting to go head forward, like head first, straight down to go grab this fish. And he was right before he grabbed that fish, the native boy kicked over the spit, and the eagle flew flew head first right into the fire and singed all of his head feathers, and it was completely bald and it was black and all this. And anyways, this eagle was just screaming. He's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And he goes out of the tallest tree and he looks down and he goes to the neighbor. He's like, I was beautiful before. Why would you do that? Like, why would you burn me? Why, I was just trying to have your fish. That's all I was doing. And the boy looked up at him and he says, listen, I've just taught you that you can't rely on other people's good works. You can't rely on somebody else to do the job for you. You can't be a scavenger. You can't be a thief in life. You have to be self-reliant. And because of that, Mr. Eagle, you are now singed and you're going to be bald. It's just a reminder that that you're not a scavenger bird, that you're a predator, and that you're supposed to hunt for your own food, as me, because I'm a predator, and we have to work together, and we both have to be self-reliant and not rely on yourselves. And anyways, so that's the bald eagle story. I know it sounded kind of a little bit childish, but the kids really loved it. I actually did that story in front of 400 children, so that was pretty cool. Not your typical Sunday morning Sunday school. And of course, I did it for this one as well in her class. But anyways, thank you, brothers and sisters. I hope you liked it, and yeah, let me know what you think. Bye.